Hello and welcome. Let's add some titles to our video. So here we have a very short clip and now we're just going to add some text to it. To do so we have to use this button down here. Add title, solid, bars, etc. That's what it's called. If we click it, we get to select whether we want to add a title, solid color, bars, tone or noise. We're going to go with title. And now that nothing happened in the timeline, we can click and drag with the cursor and a title will appear. To create a new one, we would have to go again into this menu though. So let's make a bar. Here we go. This is not what I expected. I actually expected either solid bars to move around or black bars. You can change the type of the bars here, solid color, checkerboard, SMPTE bars. I'm gonna go for solid color, change it to black and make it much thinner. Disable uniform scale. Basically, this will be just an underline for our title, more or less. Here we go. Perfect. And now let's tend to the title. Here is the sample text. It's very small. Let's resize the area a little. And we can just replace the text over here. Tropical Tux. If we want to make more changes than just the text itself, we can press Edit Text. And here we can set the font. Let's pick two different fonts. Bold B1, and we can also change the font size. Alright, so we're gonna roll with this. Let's press OK, and it changes immediately. I'm gonna go back again and change this to 144 actually. And go back again, select all and 96. Alright, we're gonna leave it at that. Here on the left I'm gonna minimize the transform, so we can focus on the rich text some more. We're gonna add a shadow, so let's hit that checkbox. And there are 5 settings we can change: color, angle, distance, softness, opacity. We're gonna set the distance first. So let's set this to, 15 is good. And the angle controls in which direction it flows. This is nice. And let's add some softness to it. And supposedly we can change the opacity, but this doesn't seem to have an effect right now. Maybe in a future version. We can also change the color. Let's go for something bluish, for example. A bit too crazy. Yeah, let's go with that. Now there's a setting here that says auto scroll. That is really interesting. Let's try that out. It says auto scroll up. Let's see what that does. Right, so over the duration of that clip, it will actually go from the bottom to the top. Let's see what happens if we add more lines to this. We're gonna go to edit text and let's add new line, test, 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 and OK. Alright, so let's see what happens now. And it loops over all of them. That's convenient. I'm just gonna go back and remove all of this because this is not what we're going for right now. And OK. We're gonna disable the auto scroll. We can also have it go from the left to the right, for example. Wait, no, that was actually from the right to the left. So this is kind of nice, but we can do this even better. Let's turn this off, as I said, and instead let's animate it in a nicer way. Before we do that, let's extend this a little and move the title to the top and the bars below it. And we're going to extend both to 3 seconds, so we will have a 3-second minimal intro. And I'm also going to move the bar a bit down and extend it a tiny bit like that. There we go. And I think I'm going to change the color of the bar to white as well. And I'm going to make it less opaque, so it's half transparent. So with this we can work. Let's give it half a second to come to this situation. And we're going to make the text move into the screen from the right. That would be nice. So let's set a keyframe of the transform right here. And we're going to go to the beginning, and here we're going to move this to the right of the screen. All the way. And if we take a look, this is how it's animated. At the end, I would like the text to disappear by falling into the bottom. So let's make a keyframe here, go to the very end, and 1 frame to the left with the arrow key left on the keyboard. And now I'm going to move this down. So let's take another look. Whoosh. And zoom. Alright, now let's take care of the line. I want to make a little nice animation for that. I want it to actually appear from nothing, from the center, once the text has finished moving. So we're going to go to this keyframe where the text has finished moving into the screen. And here we're going to make a keyframe for the bars. And let's see, maybe we will have to do opacity as well, but we're just going to go for scale right now. So let's set this keyframe here. And we're going to give it about 1/3 of a second to actually get to this scale. So we're going to set a keyframe here. And now I'm going to go back to the first one, and here I'm going to set the horizontal scale to 0. Yeah, it seems to be working. Let's take a look at the result. Whoosh. Oh yeah. So this underlining just appears from the center, from nowhere. And I think I want it to disappear in the same manner. So we're going to go to the title. Let's get rid of the project here so we can see these keyframes better. So in the title, we're going to jump to the second to last keyframe. And at this moment, I want the line to be already disappeared. So I'm going to click the bars again. I'm going to set another keyframe. Then I'm going to move this about 1/3 of a second to the left. I'm going to add another keyframe, go back to the final keyframe, and again I'm going to set the horizontal scale to 0. We could try the vertical one as well. Let's do that, but I don't think it'll look that nice. Alright, let's take a look at the end. It just looks like nothing. It also doesn't seem to work very well. Yeah, this is not good. Undo that, we're going to set this back to 1. And set this to 0 instead. Alright, let's take a look. Whoosh, and gone. And the final result, the final product. Perfect! Now we can also combine this with a fade out, for example. We can just use the transition tool, cross dissolve, and drag it a little here. So it'll fade out as it falls down. That's a nice touch, I like that. Let's try the same with here at the beginning. So let's extend this a little and take a look again. Yeah, now we can see it fade in. Let's do some more. I think I like this. I think we're going to roll with that. Perfect. All we need to do now is go to File and Export. And I'm going to set the quality to 15 in this case because it's a very short project. And hit the Export button. Olive title. That's it. Wait for the progress bar to finish and the video is ready. Check out my other Olive tutorials, give this video a like if it helped, let me know what you like best about Olive in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, ciao!